Alright, all. Looks like I am live. YouTube says I'm live, so I must be live, right? The internet never lies. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Hanging Out with Dave with a Howdy Tech Show. What is this? Episode 83, I think? Or 86? What is this? Episode 83. Episode 87 this week. Welcome in. We just kind of a little live stream that I do here every weekend, usually on Saturday mornings. I kind of go down through questions, comments, concerns been left on the videos for the past week or so, give you an idea what's coming up on the channel. Kind of give you a look at the channel and see how well the channel was done or how bad the channel was done, whichever it may be. And then sometimes I talk about some tech news, you know, some new stuff coming out in technology and whatnot. And been trying to stay away from that, just because the prices and everything's so screwed up right now, which, you know, there ain't nothing nobody can really do about that until the corporations get stuff figured out. And then, since I've been able to do that, I do some game streaming. This is about the only time of the week that I make time for gaming. So, yeah, there is that. I know the title says Borderlands 3 this week, which that's what I've been playing for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Why is that saying no data? I have all kinds of issues going on. Okay, that says excellent, but it was saying no data. Gotta love live streaming. It looks like it's coming through pretty good. Sorry if there's any interruptions or anything with the stream going on today. For some reason I hit the start stream button a little bit before 11 and it showed me that there was an error. Something was going on with my NVMe code. Don't know what's happening. I have no idea. Switched to 264 encoding. Seems to be working. So yeah, I don't know what's causing it. It told me to check my drivers and this and that. And of course, I was trying to live stream, so I don't have time to really look into it before the stream. So give me something to do while I'm off, I guess. There's some disclaimers I throw out every week. We'll continue to do so. I feel that they're pretty important to throw out there. Number one, this is my day off, or I've worked all day. This weekend I've been off all day. I do enjoy me a cold Budweiser while I do the show here. So cheers to y'all. So there is alcohol consumption on the show. Number two, I am a truck driver by trade. So you will hear some foul language from time to time. I try to keep it to a bare minimum, but it does happen. You know, I try not to let it happen too much, but it does happen. So if the drinking or the cussing offends you, you know, maybe this ain't straight live stream for you. You know, there's a little red X up at the top. When it comes to English language, I ain't very good at it, let alone these YouTube handles you guys have. So when I do the questions, comments, or if you throw it over there in chat, you know, like always, anything that comes up in chat, I'll answer as soon as I can. You know, you get mad at me or you'll forgive me, but I ain't very good with pronouncing some of these YouTube handles. So there is that. And you also have people from all around the world that comment and whatnot, you know, so the way they spell the word may not be the same as the way we pronounce it. So keep that in mind. What else do we got? Overclocking questions. Don't know. I haven't really had a chance to really look at my questions this week yet. But I do a lot of overclocking, which it's a good way to get free performance out of your computer components. When it comes to overclocking questions, you know, I get a lot of people that want me to tell them just just what numbers to type in, you know. And I don't know. You know, I have the same exact components that you have, and it's called silicon lottery. Your components may overclock better than mine. Your components may not overclock as good as mine. And that's the fun of overclocking, is to see what you can push your components to. Oh, excuse me. And to see how much free performance you can get out of your components. You know, so it's a trial and error thing, you know, it's the fun of overclocking. You know, I can tell you exactly what numbers to type in, and it may run stable. It may not be the best you can get out of yours, or it may not be stable because mine overclocks a little bit better than yours, you know, it's... But I try to help you guys out as much as I can on that. So, with all that being said, let's flip you guys over here. We have quite a few questions, comments, concerns this week. I think there's like 10 or 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like we got 11 questions this week. Before we do these questions or comments that's been left, I want to thank you all that support the channel. You know, I want to thank you all that's left the comments, questions, concerns on the videos. You know, appreciate the support. You guys come in every week and watch my videos I upload. You come and hang out with me every weekend. You know, really appreciate the support. You know, without the questions, comments, concerns been left on the videos, it wouldn't make this live stream available. Wouldn't make this live stream possible. Well, I guess it would. I mean, I'd still do something else. I'd figure out something. But yeah, just the support. You know, every once in a while, you guys jump in and donate money to me or whatnot. You know, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. You know, the guys that watch the videos means a lot to me. The shares, the likes that I get on the videos every week. I know a lot of you. You know, it may not concern you, it ain't what you're really looking for, but you come in and watch my videos every week anyway because you like my type of content. You like the way I do my content. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So let's flip over here and we'll run down through these questions, comments, and concerns here for this week. See what's going on the channel here. Let's see what everybody's got to say about me this week. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, looking pretty good from what I can tell. Alright. 6 days ago we have That's Interesting. Nice username. How to build a gaming PC in the Fractal Design Focus G 2019. I swear this is the most Southern American dude I have ever seen. But well done on the build. It looks cool. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the video, and glad you liked the way the PC turned out. Who else we got here? We have Wally EVGA, I guess the way you pronounce that. Ain't too sure. How to overclock your RAM on the Gigabyte B550M DS3H motherboard. He says, does the B560 have XMP? B560 is an Intel board. XMP is actually a Intel term, actually. But it's just well known to everybody. Yeah, but the B560 should have XMP profile to it. Just about any modern computer nowadays, motherboard, will offer an XMP profile to it. Even a lot of the pre-built you buy, they even have an XMP that ain't enabled, but you know, them old cheap things that they build with them is usually have an XMP profile to them. Let's see here. I'm getting bad stream again. Error. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough. So, what are they trying to say? My stream is looking awful bad, ain't it? looking awful blurry on my side. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Hold on, guys, I got some difficulties going on here. I'm going to see if I can fix this on the fly. Keyframe frequencies. What would that be under? Video, I guess? And it ain't going to let me change nothing on the fly, is it? I ain't even seen nothing about keyframe. Keyframes. Where are my keyframes? Where is my keyframes? Oh, excuse me. Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Keyframe. Where are my keyframes at? That's under general. That has nothing to do with it. Output. That should have something to do with my keyframes, right? Profile. I have no clue what the hell they're talking about or what I'm supposed to be changing. I don't know what my keyframes is. It says my quality's awful poor right now, though. By looking at my preview, it looks to be alright, I guess. Then I look at the other preview window, and it don't look to be very good. It looks to be awful messed up. So I don't know what's going on. Anybody's watching live, if you can answer me and let me know how the stream is looking on your side, it'd be appreciated. But it actually looks pretty good on my side from what I'm seeing. I don't know. And we're going to roll with it. We're going to act like the stream's going just fine today. And YouTube, I guess they can say whatever they want to say. I don't know. I can't switch it on the fly apparently. Let's see here. Yes, but the BE560 should have XMP profile to it to overclock your memory with on Intel builds. All right. Here we got next here. Rodrigo Gazulas, I guess we pronounce that. Cooler Master Box MB311L Arigo or ARGB airflow case unboxing and overview. It's a very good unboxing video. It was very helpful to me. Well, you're welcome. Glad I could help you out with that one. What else do we got here? We have Carlo Bonda, I guess. How to install the Hyper T4 on AM4 socket and temperature test. Hello, where did you get those brackets to mount the dispenser? I can't find them. Everything that you've seen in that video actually came with the cooler. I'm not sure on what black bracket you're actually talking about. Whoops, don't want to do that. Go back. Go back. Hyper T4. I don't know if I can find that video because I know it's been a while since I did that one. I'm not too sure on which black bracket you're talking about though. When I get time, I'll look that video up and see what black bracket you're talking about. But anything you see in that video, pretty well should have came in that kit. I'm assuming he's talking about the black brackets to actually connect the fan to the heat sink, I'm assuming. Ain't too sure, but that's what I'm going to assume. But yeah, if that's what you're talking about, it comes in the kit itself. I'll have to look that one up when I get time and see what black brackets is talking about. But everything all the brackets and everything comes with the cooler. So let's see here. Here's what we got. We have Joshua Gomez. That's on the Ergo AT240 budget AIO unboxing and overview. He says, nice overview. I've been checking out people's thoughts on it because I was surprised at the quality / price. It has been running good in my system so far, and I like the creative in putting a center flange pump in the line rather than the other impelled system pump. The one thing yet to see is longevity of it. So hopefully that lasts a long time, and if so, they will be great value for the dollar. Yeah, them are a pretty nice little system. I just don't know how they're going to hold up over time. Mine's actually already been taken out of the system, put back in the box, and it's laying around here someplace. But I won't even be able to tell you how it holds up over time because I ain't going to use it over a long period of time. So yeah, that's but yeah, it's gonna, the longevity of that pumps and whatnot's gonna be the deciding factor if it's a good price for the value or not. We have a Dex Great 2 days ago. How to overclock your Ryzen 5 3600 on a Gigabyte B550M DS3H motherboard. He says, hi, do you can OC RAM on this motherboard up to 4,000 plus megahertz? I believe you can. It should be 550M DS3H. Gigabyte, Amazon. Let's go to Newegg. I like the way they got their stuff laid out a little bit better. Go down here to the specs. Depending on your CPU, it does support up to 4,000. It don't say anything about going above 4,000. Unless you're using like a 5600 or 5700G, the ones with the integrated graphics, then you can go above 4,000. 3rd gen Ryzen processors goes up to 4,000. To be able to get better performance, you have to go with a 5600G or a 5700G to be able to get better performance out of it. So, yeah, you can get it up past 4,000, but you have to have one of the ones that's got integrated graphics to be able to make that happen. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Hopefully that helps you out. Alright, let's see here. Mr. Smiley Boy, 2 days ago, how to update the BIOS on the Gigabyte B450 iOS Pro Wi-Fi motherboard. He says, I have a Ryzen 5 2600. The BIOS version is F2. If I flash it to F61, can I still use my 2600 on it? Need to update the BIOS for new RAMs. On the B450s, yeah, you can update that all the way up to the newest one, and it should still support the 2600 without no problems. The ones that you really need to watch that kind of stuff on would be the B550 motherboards. B450s shouldn't have no problem running a 2000 series processor. Should be able to take it all the way to the very top and be alright with it and have no problems with it. Huh, I don't know. But YouTube's still saying I have poor stuff going on, but looks like the live stream's going pretty good, I think. By looking at my preview on YouTube anyways, looks pretty good. I don't know. Gotta love streaming. Gotta love technical difficulties that happen right before the stream starts. Where was we at? We have, for the God's sake, how to overclock the CPU on the Gigabyte B450 iOS Pro Wi-Fi motherboard. What accent is this? I'm assuming you're talking about the way I talk. Well, it's a little bit of, nobody in America speaks English. Everything's pretty well slang, so I call it American slang. And you mix in a little bit of southern accent to it, mix in a little bit of redneckness into it, and put a little dab of hick talk into that. Kind of mix it all up there a little bit, get it all nice and creamy. Then on top of that, you throw a little bit of sarcasm in there on top of it, mix that in a little bit. You know, you gotta have a little bit of that going on. Then you mix a little bit of what do I want to say? A little bit of a speech impediment. Kind of throw that in there, mix that in there, and then you kind of throw a little bit of a slur or a slur from having fake teeth that I'm not used to using. Throw that in there and mix it up a little bit more. Then you end up with a David accent. You probably ain't going to hear many with the way I talk. Just like everything else about me, I am unique. I do kind of stand out in crowds. So yeah, that's the accent. Kind of all screwed up. But, you know, it is what it is. Take a little bit of a lot of different stuff, mix it together, and you end up with my accent. Who do we got here now? We have Sofin, Elith, I guess. I don't know. Gigabyte B450 DS3H motherboard. Did I brick my motherboard? He says, thanks for the video. I had the same problem and fixed it with your video. But one question though, were you able to put back the 3 terabyte SATA in the motherboard, or did you just leave it out? Thanks again, the video was a real big help. Well, I'm glad I could help you to start out with. Actually, in that video, I had to disconnect the SATA cable. I had to disconnect the drive. I actually flashed the BIOS back a couple of different numbers. Then I hooked the 3 terabyte hard drive back up. Because the solution to what that motherboard was doing at the time, it wouldn't boot if the SATA drive was connected. But if you disconnect the SATA drive, it boots up just fine. So once I got disconnected it and booted it up, then I had to go into the BIOS. I flashed back the BIOS by a couple, and then once they booted up in that older BIOS, then I redid the SATA drive in it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was like F40 or F41 was the one that was messing up on that motherboard. But it was only that BIOS that was messing up. Don't know, can't explain it. It was just one of them freak things that happened with that one particular BIOS they put out. Who else do we got here? Well, I'm glad I could help you with your situation. Voluntary Christian, I guess. Gigabyte B450 DS3H motherboard BIOS. Did I brick it? He says, geez, dude, thanks a bunch. I had the same problem and I knew I didn't brick my motherboard because the flash was successful. My problem was with the PCIe 4 NVMe. Yeah. I actually can't remember when I did that video if I was running a NVMe or not. I think I was. I think I had my 660p at that time. But I'm glad I could help you out with that. I'm glad you found some useful information on that. And then we got Francis Jackley, I guess we pronounce that, Jacqueline. How to update the BIOS on the Gigabyte B450 iOS Pro Wi-Fi motherboard. It says, when I press F2 or delete during setup, it will not boot into the BIOS. Any ideas how to fix this? If you actually look on the channel, I actually have another video on that. Where I'll walk you through. Ain't a very popular one. I didn't figure many people would care about it. But it does show you, does walk you through on how to get into your BIOS from the Windows desktop. I don't know how old it is. It's been a while, but I still on Windows 10. I don't even remember what I even called it, to tell you the truth of it. How to upgrade graphics card, 2070, how to get into safe mode, how to get into your mother's BIOS. Right there it is. How to get into your mother's BIOS from Windows 10 desktop. I will send him a link for this video if he'd like to go watch it. That would be about the best way I have to do it without actually sitting here telling you how to do it, and probably tell you wrong because I'm not looking at the screen. But there is a way to get into your BIOS from the Windows 10 desktop. That video I just linked, and I will link it back into his comment when I answer him. We'll walk him through the process of how to get into that BIOS. There's nothing helpful review. Nothing else that was published. Any mentions? I doubt it. Nobody knows I even exist. So I guess I'll pretty well wrap it up for today's questions, comments, concerns. Like always, if you have anything you'd like to ask me while watching me live here, throw it over there in that there chat box. And I'll be more than happy to answer it. See how this stream's actually looking right now. Looking alright, I guess. Looks like it is buffering. Well, maybe not. Maybe I hit the play button. Maybe it'll be a little bit better, huh? Maybe. There we go. Yeah, looks like I'm a little out of focus in today's, but yeah, that don't look too bad, I guess. I don't know. It says there's no data, but it's excellent condition. How's that possible? Genus, good combination, X570 Gaming X with a Ryzen 5600X. Yeah, 5700, the X combo X570 Gaming X. 570, the X570. Let's see, X570 Gaming X. That's the motherboard you're talking about, I'm assuming. It's actually a little bit of a more powerful motherboard than what I would expect to put with a 5600X. But yeah, you'd be alright with that one. What is that, probably a $200 motherboard? Let's see here. That's there, Amazon's got it. What are they selling it for? Yeah, $180. I think you'd be alright with that. That's a little bit more of a motherboard than what you really need with the 5600. I think you'd be alright with it. I mean, usually with a 6-core 12 thread, I usually stick around a $100 motherboard. That one's going for almost $200, $180. Yeah, you'd be alright. Should be able to get decent overclocks out of that motherboard with the way them VRMs look. You got a built-in I/O shield. Yeah, I think you'd be alright with that one. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me this morning, huh? Alright. Well, that's going to do it for the questions, comments, concerns for this week, I guess. Unless you, like I said, unless you have anything to throw there in chat. And then I'll be more than happy to answer them. Thanks very much. Appreciate that. Now, you're welcome. I want to thank you for stopping in and asking your question at least. Still like to be able to get this thing to say that I got poor reception when it don't look like it. But anyways, I want to thank y'all that leave the comments for the week. I want to thank y'all that watch my videos, to come in and watch, even though it really ain't what you're actually looking to learn or whatnot, but you still support me. You like my type of video. Appreciate that so much. You guys come in and ask questions during your live stream and hang out with me. Appreciate that. All the likes, shares, comments, everything like that. Really appreciate it. Means a lot to me. For the ones that come in and directly support me, which that happens from time to time. I want to thank y'all. Appreciate it. And I want to thank y'all that watch the videos and all that. Love your videos about the B450M DS3H. Yeah, I got quite a few of them on that motherboard. That was actually when I first got when I first got into the Ryzen processors. So I did do quite a few on that motherboard. I do have the B550 DS3H motherboard, but I haven't done quite as many videos on that one yet, which is coming up. Because this week coming up on the channel, I do have a build coming up. It's a $600 gaming PC for 2021. But I think the motherboard is not so good for the Ryzen 5 3600 because I got some kind of lag. Got some kind of lag on your 3600 on the B450. I know I don't can't recall ever putting the 3600 on that motherboard. When I try a little overclock on the CPU or RAM, my PC crashes. Yeah, that's the thing about the DS3H motherboards. Oh, excuse me. They are the cheaper lower levels. They don't do very good at overclocking. If you want to do the overclocking, like you said, you need something like that X570 motherboard. Or even one of the better B550 motherboards. Something that's got a little bit better power delivery to them if you're going to be doing any kind of overclocking. The DS3H motherboards don't have a whole lot of overclocking potential to them. The VRMs ain't up to snuff for overclocking. So there won't be no problem with the X570 Gaming X. No, you should be doing good, especially for your overclocking. When I pulled it up, it looked like it had quite a bit of VRMs. Had passive cooling on the VRMs. You should be alright with overclocking on that X570 Gaming X. Chris is in the house. How you doing, Chris? How you been, buddy? I'm glad you stopped in this weekend hanging out with me. But yeah, if you're looking to overclock a little, if you're looking to do any kind of overclocking, that X570 is going to be a lot better than that B450 DS3H motherboard is. Doing good. I'm glad to hear it, Chris. Appreciate it. But coming up this week on the channel, I haven't got to work on a whole lot this morning, which I'll get into here in a little bit. But I do have a build back here behind me. Oh, if I can get out of the way here. You can see some of the ports here laid out. I was actually going to stream this on Monday because of the holiday, but I didn't get to do it. So it will be coming up this week on the channel as a regular video using the Ryzen 5600G. And I'm doing one of the no-nos that I say not to do. You know, if you watch any of my build videos, you know, I say to match up your case size with the size of your motherboard. Well, in this week's video, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going against that. I'm going to be using a full-size ATX case with a micro ATX motherboard, which I got reasons for doing it. I do have micro ATX cases laying around here, but I'm going to do some testing with the 5600G, and once I do run the numbers on the Gigabyte B550 motherboard, I'm going to upgrade to a better motherboard, which is still B550, is just a little bit more expensive, a little bit better VRMs like we just talking about. And we're going to see if we can get a little bit better performance depending on the price tag of the motherboard that you put the 5600G on. Got that 5600G APU OC'd at 2200 megahertz via the GPU performance settings and the BIOS of the ASUS Prime B550A Wi-Fi. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's one reason, that's one thing I'm regretting. I blew up my ASUS B550 motherboard. But I do have another motherboard over there. I believe it's an ASUS motherboard too, I can't remember. But, you know, the initial build with the 5600G is going to be on the Gigabyte B550 DS3H motherboard, which is about $100 motherboard. You know, it's your budget entry-level motherboard. I'm going to do some videos on that. And then I got the other one that I bought renewed. That's about $225 motherboard. I want to swap out the motherboards. And I'm going to see if we can get any better performance out of that 5600G depending on the price tag you spend on the motherboard. You know, is it really worth spending an extra $100 on the motherboard if you're going to go with an APU system? Because they do have better VRMs on them. They do have better memory controllers on them. You know, is it going to make that much of a difference to an APU like that? But I had TI set the thermal throttle limit to 96 because on auto it was at 115 Celsius by default. I've heard that on some of the other motherboards where they're setting their. I've never really looked that much into it, and I don't know what motherboards is actually doing it, but a lot of motherboards are setting the thermal limits up to 115, where you should only be hitting no more than, you know, it needs to be set less than 100 degrees Celsius. You know, AMD and Intel both say 105 is the max that they should be running for the TJ junctions. But like you said, you know, 95, you know, you want that little bit of a leeway there. You don't want to run it at its complete max. You know, and I'm not really sure which all motherboard manufacturers are doing it, but I've heard that there's quite a few of them doing it. Does that too. From NZXT does that. Yeah, so I said, you know, I've heard the Intel and AMD motherboard manufacturers have been doing it. I'm not too sure on which one's actually, which one's more prone to it or that does it the most, but you know, and all the times I've been in biased motherboards, the B550s and the B450s, I've never really paid that much attention or that close of detail on what the junction is set to on them. Setting TJ Max at 95 is a good thing. Yeah, it is. Like I said, you know, they both say you can go up to 105. That's why I set my voltage monitor to my overclocking to 1.35. Because you don't want to hit the max. You know, that's the complete max. You really don't want to be hitting that if you don't have to. And if you can keep it back to 95, then, you know, that's what you should be doing with it. I agree with you 100%. You want to keep that a little bit less than what the max is. And manufacturers say 105 is the max. You know, it's 10 below what it should be. So, yeah, that's a good thing. But that's some of the videos they'll be coming up on the channel. You'll have the build video. I did a lot of the regular videos I normally do on that B550 already. The CPU overclocking, the RAM overclocking, the BIOS. So I ain't gonna repeat none of those. I may go in and show you how to dedicate more RAM, more VRAM or less VRAM to the APU in it, like I did with the B450 motherboard. I want to do some, like I said, I want to run numbers on it and then put in a little bit better motherboard, see if you get a little bit better performance out of the 5600G with a little bit better motherboard than what you do with the B550 DS3H. I ended up ordering another set of Castley CL14 RAM ADATA. My order, no reason given. RAM ADATA canceled my order. No reason given. I ordered some CL14 from Corsair instead. ADATA canceled your order and didn't tell you why? That's kind of strange. What, they running out of chips? Promising more product than what they can get a hold of? What'd you do? Order that straight through ADATA, or did you order through Amazon or Newegg or someplace? I mean, someplace like Amazon or Newegg, they say they got it in stock. You know, they shouldn't be able to cancel it on you like that. But with the way the tech industry is right now, it's nothing surprises me a whole lot. Newegg and shipped by ADATA. Huh. Kind of strange they didn't give you a reason. Usually they give you a reason why they won't ship your order. Maybe AMD is having problems with manufacturing too. But you got your Corsair on the way already, or you already got it in? Which AMD is more of a budget option, so you know, in most cases AMD is more of a cheaper memory solution. And with the way memory prices are still, well, I wouldn't say going through the roof, but they're climbing slightly. That's got DDR5 getting ready to drop. But they'll probably run into shortage issues too. Or Corsair Vengeance LPX 3600 MHz cache 24 for about the same price, but no unicorn puke. Not having a unicorn puke's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty good thing if you ask me. I know a lot of people like the ARGB or the RGB. I'm not a fan of it. To me, it's a trend that needs to pass already. I got a few things up on the CL14 instead of 24. I was gonna say CL24, it's awful slow, but I guess it's possible. But you know, the ARGB and RGB, I see the benefit of it, but it's a pain in the ass, especially when it comes to cabling and whatnot. And like my system, sorry I got the fat fingers. Yeah, I understand that. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us, buddy. But as far as ARGB and RGB, you know, my system runs fine. My ARGB inside of it's messing up somewhere somehow. And to me, it ain't with me ripping my system apart to try to figure out what's causing it. Not for a bunch of lights, which I showed you in my setup that normally I don't even have my lights even turned on it. I care less about it. At least one is low profile. Yeah, Corsair LPX, yeah, it's low profile RAM kit. The other was not. Low profile could be nice depending on if you're using an air cooler or if you're using an all-in-one. And if you have a reason to, because usually your low profile RAM usually costs a little bit more than what standard height does. But, you know, it's personal opinion. It's, you know, X470 Ultra Gaming, good for a Ryzen 5 5600. Sorry for asking you like this, but you are right here. Hey, that's why I'm here. I'll help you guys out as much as I can. Let's see here. Let's flip the guys over here and we'll throw up a Google tab here and let's take a look, see what we got here. Oh, let's go to my buddies over here at Newegg over here. Wow, you're looking at almost $200 for that one. Gigabyte X470 Aorus Ultra Gaming. In stock, ships from China. Ooh, might take you a while to get that one. Not unless you can get it on Amazon. Getting it through Newegg, it's coming from China, so it might take you a while to get that one. Sure, Amazon. Amazon says they got it. Free delivery between the 17th and 22nd. Wow, that's a week away to sold by USA by. Chris, it has a good cooler on it. The RGB one has almost none. I regretted ordering those after seeing some teardowns and there was no contact with the chips at all. But anyway, I'm glad The older one was canceled. Yeah. You know, when it comes to ARGBs, you pay a little bit more for it. I mean, if you'd be willing to go $300 on that motherboard, and again, just like the X570, I think it's a little bit of a, you know, to have a balanced build, it's a little bit much of a motherboard. But then again, if you're looking to overclock, it looks like it's going to be a lot better for overclocking. I mean, you're paying $300 for the motherboard. The hell's a 5600 running that? 5600X. Yeah, I mean, you're paying just as much for a motherboard, or more for the motherboard, the 275, is what you're paying for the processor. Yeah, it's a little bit much of a motherboard for the processor. If you're looking to overclock, well, yeah. Depending on what your allowance will allow. I mean, as a rule of thumb, unless you're going more with the high end, I really don't go with the high end motherboards. You know, anything over $200 on a motherboard, unless you're going for a high end CPU. Which videos coming up, I'm hoping to see if that actually holds true or not. It's always been true in the past, anyways. Which it's been a while since I've actually visited the topic. Of course, I visited before I got into YouTube. But you know, to build a nice balanced system, you know, your Ryzen 5s normally go with the B450 series, or you know, the Ryzen 5s would go with your B550 chipsets or the B450 chipsets, you know, to kind of keep them in the right stacks. You know, your Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9 would be going for your X470s and your X570s. But then again, you know, it all depends on what your needs is. You know, maybe you need more AIO on the back. You know, you need more outputs on the back. You know, than what the B550 offers. Maybe you need more of the Gen 4 SSDs. Of course, you ain't getting that on the X470 motherboards anyways. Maybe you need more headers. You know, I mean, when it comes to picking a motherboard, you got a lot of different aspects to look at. You know, of course, your higher end motherboards, you're gonna have more RAM supportability, more support for it. Yeah, they don't even give you the RAM ranking on Amazon. I mean, if you need extra RAM support or something like that, you know, it only supports up to 3200 megahertz RAM. So if you're gonna go with higher RAM than 3200, you may be wasting your money. You're gonna be putting a 5600 on it. 5600, they will support up to 3600 megahertz RAM. So by not going with a B4, no, it only supports up to 3200 megahertz RAM too. I thought most of them went up to 3600 megahertz RAM. I mean, if you'd be happy running 3200 megahertz RAM, yeah, that'd be all right. Decent. Looks like you got some decent overclocking to it. I think you'd be all right with that combo. But one thing to keep in mind with the X47, you definitely need to update that BIOS before putting in that 5000 series processor. Just something to keep in mind. I would almost guarantee you're going to have to update that BIOS. So if you don't have a 3000 series processor or something laying around, you may not want to go with the X470 motherboard for a Ryzen, you know, for the 5600X. That's something else to keep in mind as well. You know, if you got an older processor, to be able to update that motherboard, the BIOS on it. I don't know if that's got the flashback on it or not. It was XPG Spectrum EPS 3600 megahertz, Cascade 14. It was 250 Canadian. The Corsair is almost the same price with shipping and all. Yeah, can't beat that then. I mean, you're getting lower RAM bits, lower RAM kit and whatnot for about the same money. Didn't you say the Corsair was a 3200 speed though? No, that's 3600 too, wasn't it? Hell yeah, can't go wrong with that. The only thing you're missing out on is ARGB. But, you know, I'd rather have better performance than I would the lighting. It's a personal opinion. Yeah, but I don't see where this one here has the ability to flash that BIOS without CPU and RAM in it. That may be one thing to keep in mind if you're actually considering this for a 5600. You need an older processor to be able to flash that BIOS with. Same price, same speed, and legacy price, but better quality of cooling. Yeah, better cooling. Well, you know, anytime you keep that CPU a little bit cooler, the better performance you're going to get out of your CPU. But that's another thing I want to do with that computer coming up too. I want to test the air cooler versus water cooling, see if it's worth putting water cooling on top of APU, see if you can get much better performance because you'll be able to keep that temperature down. Yeah, alright guys. What do you guys say we load up some Borderlands here and see what we can see if I can get some people killed or if I can get killed myself. I haven't fired the game up yet this morning, so hopefully it don't need a whole lot of updates to it. The B550 Tomahawk is a good value for OC and VRMs. Yeah, the OC is pretty well determined by the VRMs. Again, the Tomahawk is a pretty good board. They are, a lot of people recommend the Tomahawk motherboards. Me personally, I have a bit of a history with MSI, so I'd rather not use MSI products. I have the X570 variant, but it is a bit pricey. Yeah, you're going from a B550 up to the X570. Yeah, you're gonna pay better money for the X570. I don't know. It's been a while. Maybe I should give MSI another chance. I don't know, but I do have a few issues with MSI. I don't know. A lot of people seem to like MSI products. I've used their GPUs. It's just the motherboards is, yeah, a little different to me. Alright guys, let's see how this is going to work. If you wasn't here for the beginning of the stream, for some reason I can't use NVMe encoder today. There was noticed some kind of issues. Haven't had a chance to look into it, so I'm using 264 encoding. Which I got the 3950X in the system, so should be no problem running this thing. I mean, hell, I got 16 cores and 32 threads. I've just never streamed a live stream using the 264 instead of NVMe. So we're gonna see how this happens. We can get the boot up here. Borderlands 3 is not responding. Of course it's not responding. Why would it be not responding? It seems too much. ASUS and Gigabyte boards have issues or crash fire for some reason, and I won't talk about customer support, which is very bad. Yeah. ASUS, I try to stick away from ASUS. My go-to company for motherboards is ASUS. I don't know why, but ASUS has always seemed to be my go-to company when it comes to motherboards. I like my ASUS motherboards. Okay, maybe I ain't gonna get to play Borderlands either. What the hell's going on with my system here? I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's the error I'm getting when I go to launch it. And we'll close. Low level of fatality error. I got more damn issues than I know what to go. What's going on here? Apparently something's going on with my GPU, or something's going on with my NVMe encoder, or I don't know what's going on with what, but Borderlands 3, every time I pull up my task manager and I go to Borderlands 3, it says not responding after I get that error message. ASUS is good, but you pay too much for it. MSI has improved quality a bit in the past few years. Yeah, see, it's been a few years since I've really used a MSI motherboard. MSI motherboards, I don't know. Like I said, I've had issues with them in the past. ASUS, they are a little bit more expensive, which I've said it before, and you know, Chris, as well as I do. In this industry, tech industry, you get what you pay for. You know, I'd rather pay a little bit more money and get the quality that I need. Which you can go super budget, which I do with a lot of my builds, and they run fine. You know, I got, real budget builds I built 20 years ago, and they're still running today. You know, I've had them come back to me, still running good. You know, just needed updated or whatnot, or you know, they wasn't serving the customer anymore, so they brought them in for an upgrade. And yeah, I wouldn't put a 5950X in a ASUS Prime B550M Wi-Fi, though, but it is low-end motherboard, so yeah, I wouldn't either. Just like I explained a little bit ago, you know, if you're doing the higher end tier, the Ryzen 9, Ryzen 7, you need to be on that X570, tier of motherboard. You know, you're looking at the 5950X. If you got that kind of money for the processor, you should have no problem coming up with $300 for a motherboard, or $250 or $300 for a motherboard for that processor. You know, that's where it comes into building a you kind of get out of the budget stuff, and you get kind of more into what am I trying to think of? Make it more, yeah, I can't even think of the words I'm trying to think of right now. Did my whole system just lock up? Even my task manager ain't even responding. What's going on? Alright guys, well I guess we ain't gonna be playing Borderlands 3 today. We'll try something else. 5600G or 5700G up to 5800X. It would be fine, but not more than that, and no OC recommended with a higher tilt CPU. Yeah, which all them's, even the 5800X be kind of hard to recommend for B550 motherboard. I mean, you get away with it. Nah, I don't think you'd have any problem with it. If I was going to go with the Ryzen 7, I'd go up to the X570. Just personal preference on that. Which, you know, I know there's a lot of people out there putting, you know, Ryzen 7s on a B550 motherboard. VRMs would die most likely. If you want to push it any, yeah. If you don't want to push it, it'd probably cure your VRMs. Alright guys, let's see if we can get any kind of game to boot up here. For some reason we're having all kinds of problems here. Let's try Doom. I haven't played Doom in quite a while. Let's try Doom 2016. I'll probably have to log into my Steam account. Come on. Oh, password. Password. What's my password? Hey Chris, what's my password for Steam? You know? I sure as hell don't. Let's see here. We'll try this one here that I got wrote down. See if that's it. Hey, that must be it. It's updating. Alright, that's a little loud. Yeah, we'll crank him on down a little bit further. Alright. Hold on, it's actually loading and then crashing the system like the other one was. I guess I need to change the name of the stream to Playing Doom, Streaming Doom instead of Borderlands 3, huh? Because Borderlands 3 ain't booting up. So what are we gonna do here? Been a long time since I played Doom. Rearms will die. Alright. Alright. Let's see here. How is this working here? GPU usage up to 70%. Okay. Well, this is using more than my CPU now. Yeah, but I'm glad of the settings and the BIOS of that board to set your performance. The GPU clock. It's like an auto OC. Yeah, OC. And I know why it wouldn't take the extreme performance profile. Yeah, and that's something people don't understand. You know, when you spend a little bit less on certain components like a motherboard, you know, you're going to pay for some performance loss. You know, and that's where coming from a B550 down to, or from an X570 down to B550, you know, you're getting a little bit better price, but you're also giving up a little bit of performance. So let's do the campaign. Arcade mode? What the hell is arcade mode? Yeah, it's been a long time since I played. We'll go ahead and delete this one. We'll start over from the beginning. New slot, new campaign. We'll take it from the top. I'm too young to die. We'll go with Too Young to Die. I don't know why I couldn't get Borderlands 3 to boot up, but it wouldn't boot up. No need for software OC at least. Yeah, if you get a proper motherboard, really don't need a OC in the software side.
Without mercy, but you will be worse.
Come on, you gonna let me skip it? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Did you update your game or drivers? NVIDIA control panel is saying my drivers is up to date. And I checked for updates on the game, and it said there was no updates to the game, so I don't know what was causing it. That'll be something. And like I said, Chris, when I started this morning, for some reason it ain't let me use my NVMe encoder for my stream. It told me I needed to update my drivers, but NVIDIA control panel was saying that my drivers are up to date. So something ain't working right. Sometimes it's enough for a game not to work. Yeah, like right now I'm actually encoding through my 3950X, which actually looks like the game's looking awful choppy. And I don't know why I'd be looking at choppy through the 3950X. What kind of settings am I playing at? Oh, hell, I'm playing at 4K. No wonder. Let's drop that down to 1920. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll play at 1920 because that's all I'm streaming. That's 1920, so I don't need to be playing at 4K. Yes, keep them. I can play at 1920. I don't have no problem with that. There we go. Is it gonna look any better? Get my fingers on the right buttons here. I gotta do something here real quick. There we go. There we go. Alright. My Resident Evil Village does the same since I updated the NVIDIA drivers. 5600G with a decent GPU could encode on the iGPU and play with the discrete one. Yeah, kind of taking a whoa. Okay, they're kind of taking a page out of Intel's book, because that's what Intel does. You can actually use the iGPU for your encoding needs, or to help with encoding. And then you can play on your discrete graphics card.
We have to continue.
But since I got the the 5600, you know, I want to be looking into doing some videos on that kind of stuff. Press E, I'm pressing E. Give me my shoot, damn it. Yeah, because Intel's had that out for quite some time, I believe, where programs like a lot of encoding, like video editing software and whatnot, will actually utilize the integrated graphics to do stuff like that in the background. Yeah, the game looks a little bit better now since I dropped down 1080p from 4K. And now since the 5600G and them's dropped, you know, they'll be able to do it with them now as well. Come on, let's go. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility.
Get out of my head, Dr. Samuel.
Together and resolve this problem in a way that benefits us both.
Both, yeah, there you go. Throw that screen out of your way. Tell them to shut the hell up. I got shit to kill. And it's gonna resolve just fine. Yeah, see? Yeah, Dr. Samuel Hayden or Hayden or whatever the hell your name was. Get your ass down here. Oh, excuse me. What? I'm running too fast? I'm running through the levels too fast? Or maybe I was just running the wrong way. It's been so long since I played this game. I got 1609 points on Time Spy with some 16 gig of 3200 megahertz RAM, and that I'll APU yesterday. Oh, you got the 5600G? Gained 50 points compared to 3000 megahertz. Yeah, the cache legacy and the timing of the RAM, the speed of the RAM, is a big thing to an APU because they do use that RAM as the RAM for the GPU as well. Which that's something I like to do some videos on as well. It's your daughter's PC. Pretty good PC for your daughter. She has a better one than you do. How old is she, Chris? I had the 3600. Well, she's running the 5600G. Yeah. You gotta think that I'd actually have to compare the specs to the two. Because the 5600G is a good CPU, but it also ain't quite as good as the 5600 as a CPU. It don't clock quite as good. It don't have quite as much memory to it. You know, even though it's a Ryzen 3000 series processor, it may not be, I don't know, it'd probably be close to the 3600. Because she's running the iGPU on the 5600G, I bet you got better GPU than she does. Because GPU on that thing's iGPU, it's probably about a 1030. I have a better GPU, yeah. Yeah, like I said, if she's running iGPU, she's looking at about 1030 graphics, which ain't bad for, you know, depending on what kind of game you want to play. You know, if you're playing stuff like Fortnite and stuff like that, some of the little esport titles, you know, I think you'd be all right with it to play games with, which the upcoming video is going to make up my mind on that, but I have a feeling of it. Because I know I'm a little bit late to the 5600G. A lot of people have already done the tests and everything like that, but Now, kind of what happens when you gotta buy your own equipment, right? Lockdown disengaged. Good. Open up. Let me through. I gotta go. I got stuff to kill. I got people to blow up. They got about 150% of her GPU score on time spy. GPU score. Oh yeah. I mean, you're looking at 1650 compared to 1330. Yeah. The total scores, 150%. Yeah, probably. I was actually, since I got the 5600G already, I was actually thinking about buying a 5600 and kind of getting like a 1030, which would be about the same graphical performance. Build 5600X with a 1030 and see which one's better. But 1030s right now is a little bit outrageously priced too. But GPU score is way higher. Oh yeah, you're looking at 1650. Yeah, 1650 compared to the, what is it, Ryzen 7 graphics, I think, to a 1052 gig. Oh really? I thought it was more. I thought it was closer to the 1030 instead of the 1050. Maybe I was wrong. With the OC at 2200 megahertz. I could be wrong, but I was thinking it was more like 1030, but possibility 1050. I've actually been looking for a 1050 GPU. Been trying to grab a deal on one for a pre-built system I bought, but I keep getting outbidded, and I refuse to pay outrageous prices for them. You know, $150 for 1050 I think is a pretty good deal, and I won't pay more than $150 for one. Of course, that's including the price of buying and shipping. And if I gotta pay shipping, I take that off the $150. But and I just haven't been able to catch one for that. You know, they've been going for almost $200, and I just ain't willing to pay that much for a 1050. Yes, I'm a cheap. I can't help it. And the other thing is, I'm not buying for my own personal rig. You know, it ain't like I have to buy this equipment to be able to do what I need to do or to be able to play my games. You know, I'm doing it for content for YouTube. So I kind of watching my prices, and if I can't get the deals, and you know, I probably be able to sit here for a while waiting. Stock is, yes, the equivalent to a 1030. There she gives it a nice gain. I understand that. You do all this testing and whatnot, Chris. You got a YouTube channel, do you? Or do you do it just for fun? And most people don't do that kind of testing and stuff like that unless they do it for either just for the fun of it or to make video about it. What am I doing? I forget where I'm at. I forget what I'm doing on this game. Nah, I don't. I did it with my own money while making my 3 kids PC. Ah, okay. 3 kids, man. How old are they, Chris? I don't know. My baby's like 28 years old. Me and my fiance is a little bit older now, so having kids is kind of out of our range. But I couldn't imagine raising small kids this time, you know. The raising kids this and the present day, dude, is just, you know, everything's so screwed up anymore. 12, 9, and 7. Yeah, about 5,000 and 3 kids gaming PCs. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that going easily. I could definitely see 5K going into 3 PCs. I know there's something special around it. If you jump up in this hole, there's something up here. There we go. Secret found. Yay, looky there, it's a mini-me. Yee-hee. 2,000 plus 14 plus 1,000 builds, respectively. Yeah, that sounds about right. Especially if you did the builds recently. New weapons. I forget how to use them. How do you use hand grenades? I forget how to use hand grenades. Left click, left control, or middle. I think it's the middle. Get off there. How do I do it? The game saved. All right. No. Oh well. What the hell did I do now? Did something wrong. Let's try to get back into Doom, because I did something wrong. Pressing, whoa, what's all this going on? Alright, and it threw, for some reason, threw that over there. Pressing G, perhaps. On my own system, about 3,500. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't even know why I even got mine. I don't even know what my system's even worth today. I need to, I like to figure that out though, and see what my system actually is worth. G is usually for throwing grenades. G to throw grenades. Yeah, it's what sucks when you have so much time between playing games, you really don't know what the hell you're doing in them. Yeah, quit looking at yourself. You say G? That G ain't working. I do have my mouse wheel. Many FAPs use that mapping. Many first-person shooters use G for grenades. The G ain't doing it. Am I out grenades? Yeah, my center, if I push down on my scrolly wheel on my mouse, throws them. I kind of rather beat them up though. I'd rather beat them up than anything else. Oh, what we got? What we got? Anything back in here? What do we got? Anything? Anybody? Yeah, I'm away. Hey, quit beating on me. Don't make me throw a grenade over there, because I will. Low ammo. What's this thing? Download. Okay. Alright. Import the map. Okay. I got map. I know something special right around this thing too, but yeah, I don't feel like doing that much shit. Didn't play Doom that much, except the original one on Windows 95. Oh, that was a good one. I enjoyed the original Doom. Windows 95 in the old floppy days, along with Duke Nukem. Yeah, Duke Nukem was another good one. I wonder if they're ever going to remake that one. They should. Just for us old guys, you know. I don't know if you could actually play Duke Nukem on a new system or not. I don't think you could. I mean, I know you got the what do they call them? Where you run a PC inside of a PC. Bullshit. Yeah, them things. Emulator, that's it. Yeah, that's them. That's the name I was thinking of. I knew it was something like that. My God, every time I go shoot you in the head, dude. Fucking die already. Virtual machines, yeah, there you go. That works too. Virtual machines, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, quit beating on me from behind. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yeah. I know, you're just so fearless. Yeah, I know, you don't have no brains. Man, rather than I'm killing your buddies, you're just gonna step up to the plate unarmed and expect to take me out. Yeah. There we go. We'll get you. Alright. Talking about playing old games, watch this one. Emulators for consoles too, like PS1 and PS2, etc. Yeah. Talking about playing old games, Chris. Here you go. See if you recognize this. Oh yeah, looky there, boys. We got her now. That ought to bring back some memories for you, Chris. I bring back any memories for you, buddy? Ah, missed him. Wow. Low ammo. I'll borrow your low ammo. Oh, what is going on over here? I'll quit it. Too bad QEMU is getting too old and complex for nothing to use because it don't have a decent interface. There are tons of mods for Doom. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of mods for this game. I've never got into the mods really. I just kind of play them for what the creators made them to be, and kind of leave them go. I really never got much into them. All right, where am I going? What am I doing? Come back here. Come back here. Give me my upgrades. Give me my explosive shot. You gonna give me my explosive shot? Power under supply of roads. Yes, I know this. Give me my explosive shot. Yes, purchase explosive shot. I want my explosive shot. Alright, there we go. Are you happy now? I'm happy. Let's go kill some people. No, well, not people, but whatever the hell these things is I'm killing. Kind of demon dudes. I'm kind of demon dudes. Oh yeah, you get out of here, you little one. You little baby. Little babies. Come on, get out of here. You tell your mother she wants you. And as ugly as you are, she probably don't even want you. Woohoo! Let's go! There you go. There you go. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh. Alright, sorry about that guys, I had to look at the phone, make sure it wasn't nothing important. But I'm back with a decent virtual machine emulator, but it's getting old and I think they stopped working on it. Huh, I don't know, I've never got much into the virtual machines and whatnot either, but ain't there a some kind of something around here or something? Some kind of special gift or something missing? I don't know. I was thinking about maybe getting into some of the simulators and stuff like that on the virtual machines and doing some content on that for the channel. Just to see if there's see if people's interested in that kind of stuff. When it comes to PC gaming, and especially right now, if you can't afford decent graphics cards, you can't, you don't want to buy the graphics card, which I don't want to pay them kind of prices for a graphics card. The simulators and stuff like that would be a good way to get you playing more games with the equipment you've got. As long as you got a gaming PC that can play them, you know what I mean? I don't know if there'd be any kind of interest in stuff like that or not, though. But I might put some stuff up like that on the channel. I got a couple months off from work coming up, so maybe I'll try some content like that and whatnot, and see if it does any good. I don't know if many people would be interested in anything like that, but now you can rent a GPU via streaming to play games. Yeah, you could do stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't know. From what I've been seeing from other creators on stuff like that, when it comes to the lag and whatnot, it ain't even close to having your own dedicated GPU, you know? And my 2070 does me fine, so I've never really looked into that stuff, but, you know. Hold on a second, Chris. I seen your message, bud. I just, ain't a bad area to try to read anything right now. With a decent internet connection, it works without much lag for input. With that, you can pretty much play games on a potato. Huh. You know what, Chris, you made it. Just gave me an idea for a video. Thank you. Talking about being able to play on a potato. Now I know I have to subscribe and pay for a service, but bullshit. But yeah, I think you may have just gave me an idea for a video idea. And I know there's streaming services out there. And you say that you can play it on a potato. That's interesting. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. Too many beers, had to drain the main vein, you know what I mean? Even an old outdated Chromebook might do that. Or any cheap laptop like those with AMD chip that's not upgradable. Well, I don't have much of a older laptop laying around that I could test, but I do have, which I've seen it, I've showed it, and I mentioned it, I actually just mentioned a little bit ago, actually. The bad boy right here, what the hell is this one got in it? The i5 6500, which is a Skylake chip. I also uh, 460 HHD, Windows 10 Professional. But also, over there in the building, if it still works, I don't even know if it still works or not. I got several HPs, Dells, and I'm looking at computers that's 20 years old. They're running off of, just to give you an idea, they're actually running off of DDR2 memory. Just to give you an idea how old they are. Of course, you're running off of old-time 2-core processors and stuff like that. Maybe with the new streaming services, maybe it'd be worth taking a look and see if you could actually do some gaming on these, on some of these old office machines, even if they're 20 years old, 10 years old, 15 years old. Which I'd have to look and see what these systems are made of and whatnot. But that may be interesting. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Chris? You think somebody'd actually tune in for something like that? Being able to take an old-time office PC from 15 years ago and be able to stream games and be able to play AAA games today on something that old? Maybe put it as, I don't know how to title it, but I could come up with something, I guess. And right now, with GPUs the way they are, it may do all right because a lot of people look for alternative ways, not having to spend the big money for GPUs. It may, it may work out in my favor. I'll quit it. Quit yelling at me. Quit growling at me. Why you gotta be so mean to me? Oh, come back here. Why are you right up here? I'm not ready to come up here yet. We got a lot of you guys I think got killed downstairs yet. Oh, what you got? There he is. Now, if you could actually take something like that and actually be able to stream gameplay on it, be able to play on something that old, it may give you a new meaning for something like that. I doubt a 15-year-old PC can game a recent AAA game above 420p. Well, figure it out, huh? Yeah. I mean, okay, maybe not 15 years. Maybe get something that's only, well, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to go back quite a ways to make it worth the time to do one. Yeah, of course, something that's 5 years old and you're streaming through an online streaming service, probably do all right with it, I don't know. I'll put some thought into it. We'll see. Maybe get, tell you what, a guy actually hit me up on Facebook the other day wanting to know what I'd give him for a 2600K system, which is a 2nd gen Intel processor. Which that's what, 4 generations old now? 5, 6, 8 generations old? Right? Because we're up on what? We're going up on the 12th gen. We're up on 11th gen now. Maybe I get that 2600K and see if we can stream with it. That's what, 8 years old? 9 years old? Maybe it'd be interesting. Because 2600, I know 2600 as a gaming PC today, you know, it's a little less than lackluster. You know, it's, but if you're gonna go through a streaming service, it may be viable, may be possible.
God rested on the seventh day, but imagine how much further along.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going in next week to get my hip replaced, and I got a couple months off from work, so it may be. I got some spare time. Maybe be a video worth looking at. Get all that out of that 2600K. Give them $100 or so for the whole damn system, maybe, or depending on what other components is in the system. But it may be worth looking into.
Hello, I am Vega, the sentient intelligence assigned to Mars.
Shut up.
After
Let me through.
diagnostics on the Praetor suit, it appears that I can activate optional challenges that, when completed, will assist in upgrading your arsenal at an accelerated pace.
Yeah, what he said.
Component to your dossier.
Oh, okay, put it on my dossier. What the hell is my dossier? Push tab. I don't want to go to missions. I want to go kill things. I want to blow shit up. I want to smash in heads. Oh, throwing away hand grenades for nothing. Now quit it. Oh, quit growling at me. Why you guys gotta growl so much? This don't make no sense to me. Why y'all growling at me?
Entrances not operational.
Woohoo, look at there, look at there, look at there, look at there. Rerouting power. Woohoo.
Especially now. And what will be your final moments in this world? All the rumors, the human sacrifices, the hope, the dreams. It's all.
That must be the way it came in. What's out this way? Anything? I don't see nothing. Alright, I reckon we can go hit the button now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Woohoo! Kill them all. Let's see, what else we got going on here? I reckon there's only one way for me to go. I ain't seen nothing else to go nowhere. We'll go this way. And this way. Oh, excuse me. What's this? What's that do? What's that open up? Does that open up something? What did that open up? It didn't show me what it opened up. Ah! Commit suicide. That is the kind of potato I talk about. Yeah. That's the kind of potato. I mean, as long as you can, as long as the processor and RAM's fast enough, it can, it'd be almost like just doing a, you know, watching a YouTube video, right? As long as your internet's fast enough. Because all your processors being done by the GPU on the other side of the internet access. It's a possibility. $219? What's $219? It's a laptop on Amazon for $219.
They created for us, starting.
$219 on Amazon for a laptop that's a potato? ASUS ViaBook L203MA, an ultra thin laptop. ASUS A230 laptop, 11.6 inch HD Intel Celeron N4000 processor, up to 2.6 gigahertz, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabyte eMMC, USB-C, Windows 10, and S mode. Renewed. That is a potato PC. Well, anytime you're paying $220 for a PC, for a laptop, that is a, that's a pretty old laptop. That is definitely a potato. You have to admit. I don't know what the hell this thing switches, because I don't say nothing that switches. You guys need to quit your shit. What did that lever open up? I do not see nothing that lever opened up. Maybe it's on down this way someplace. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, it's definitely not for gaming. That'd be lucky to run a spreadsheet. That's what that opened up. Look at there, old school style again. Why can't I pick up the old school gun? They won't let me pick up the old school stuff. Why won't let me pick up the old school stuff? I want to pick up the old school stuff. Look at that. That brings back childhood memories. That brings back the memories of when I first got into PC gaming. It was so wonderful. Unlike today, it was wonderful back in them there days. I got quite a few laptops laying back here in the corner in a box. But I've never put the money and time into them to get them working, to see if they're even able to get working. I don't know, maybe I ought to try to get one of them going. I got 128 gigabyte eMMC with a 7th gen Intel, and it's what better, but I wouldn't game on it. No, I don't think I game on it either. Maybe I ought to do something on the channel about, you know, how much of a potato can you actually use to stream gameplay. It may be a little bit interesting. Now, of course, the system that I use, I have no problem gaming, but the 2070 Super is still a pretty relevant card for gaming. Maybe I'll dig around them old laptops I got back there, see if I can put one together. And I'm sure I can get one back there. I'm sure I got enough components back there to put one together. Now they may just need the virus cleaned off them or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, my kiddos have all laptops. They're brand new PCs. I don't even have a laptop for myself. I don't have a recent laptop. Most of what I got in the back, what I got laying back there in the corner, people came to me to repair them and whatnot. They got busted screen, they got bad battery, they got this or that, but they were so old even at the time that they wasn't worth the money to put $100 screen into. It'd be they'd go on eBay or someplace like that and get one that's renewed for less money than what the new screen would cost them, and that's just a shame. So that's how I ended up with all of them. By pressing G, there's your G, Chris. G brings out your chainsaw instead of the grenades on this one. Yeah, G brings out your chainsaw. I don't even have a laptop. Yeah, I don't have a laptop myself either. Ain't much on the go, so I really don't have the use for a laptop. Now, if I had more on the go, maybe I'd go spend some money on a laptop, but I really don't have the reason for a laptop, so I don't really mess with them a whole lot. If I get one of them old laptops back there with a bad screen, hook up to an external monitor, and show how you can play on a laptop just via streaming service, it may be worth something. And why does this thing keep scrolling down like that? Why can't I read chat? Yeah, because I know I got several back there laying that's got bad screens in them. I don't know exactly how old they actually are. Let's see, my wife's been gone for 5 years. They're probably 7 to 8 years old. I'm gonna guess. Just coming off the top of my head anyway, without actually tearing into them and looking at them. Yeah, maybe it'd be worth, how do I stoop down? Every time I try to stoop down, I throw a hand grenade. How do I stoop down? It's usually control or shift, but it ain't working on this one. Let's see here, settings, restart mission, desktop. Let's go to, what are these up here? Upgrade points. Okay, let's upgrade. Okay, let's upgrade. Yeah, let's upgrade. Okay, we can upgrade that. Okay, yeah. Let's, environments, database, weapons, monsters, artifact, tutorials. Tutorials, chainsaw equipment, glory cures, missions, information, secrets, modifiers, weapons, class mods, calibrations. I was given an old Office mini PC a few months back. My 9-year-old used it until I built her 5600G PC. Now I'm contemplating is it for since the 4th gen Intel with the 8 gigs of DDR3. Maybe use it for, since it can play PS2 and AMQ games with 128 megabytes iGPU on this thing. There's actually a lot of people that I have seen still building gaming PCs out of the, the 4700Ks and whatnot on the 4th gen Intels. It's a damn shame playing a game, don't even know how to squat down. C squats. Like Brian over Tech SC, he's still using them 4700s and them pre-built to make gaming PCs out of. Which, I don't know, yes, me is going to be a little lackluster. But this pre-built I've got, it's even 4-core, 4-threaded processor, so it may be actually worth it may actually be worth using for a gaming PC. Where am I going? What am I doing? Now, since it took me that long to learn how to squat, that's where I squatted. I came through here, and I came through here. And now that's red. I can't run through the redness. I think it'll kill me. Who's yelling at me? Somebody down here yelling at me? Maybe somebody over here yelling at me. Somebody over here yelling at me. Woohoo, look at all them shells. And I can't get none of them. I'm not out of ammo. Mean asses, I tell you, they're mean to me. Access denied.
Access denied. Yellow security limits required.
That mini PC is about the size of a mechanical hard drive. That's small, huh? Almost like a Nook size thing, huh? That's pretty small if it's the size of an HDD.
Demonic presence that can't save no. Lockdown.
Snap his jaws off him. What's that, Chris? I can upgrade the SATA SSD and add a Wi-Fi cord to it, but since I gave it a good clean, it works good. It is very small. That sounds like it's very small. Now what the hell happened there? Get out of there. There we go. Ah! Climb! Kill him, kill him, kill him. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. See all that? Yeah. Don't you be doing your heavy shit either, because I'll chainsaw your ass too. I'm not afraid to chainsaw you. Because you're bigger than me don't mean I won't chainsaw you. Low ammo, but if I chainsaw one of them, use up my gasoline to chainsaw one of them, they won't give me the right ammo.
Lockdown disengaged.
Lockdown is disengaged. Where you going, old man? Hey, dead guy, where you going? Hey, dead guy, come back here. Hey, you can't go up there without the elevator. Come on, man, just because your spirit don't mean shit. It's an HP Elite Deck 800G1 DM business PC. Elta Deck. Elta Deck. Let's see what we're looking at. HP, LD, Google. My old buddy Google. Yeah, because I changed that to 1080p. It's kind of got my screen all screwed up on me here. No. I don't want none of that. Go away. There we go. How small of a thing are we looking at? $800? Which one you got? The 800G1? This is G6 going for $1,800. The G1 going for $300. That's the one you got? That ain't the one you got. 800G1 DM. Yeah, I know my screen is awful blowed up right now. Mini PC. Now let's go out and change that game for 1080p. For some reason it's got everything all blown up. Images. The G5, the G6, that's the G6, G1 right there. Is that what you're looking at? It has a Core 7 CPU. It says V Pro on the side sticker. The one in the right, yeah, it's similar. You're looking at something like this one. Tiny compact PC. Yeah, that one. And right there, 250 gig SSD. That's an i5. 8 gigs RAM. Renewed. Still going for $330, buddy. Maybe worth selling. Maybe worth selling. Similar but different CPU. What's this one got in it? It's got the i5 4570. What's yours got? It has the Core 7. Hell, it should be worth more money then, because it's got the i7 in it. It's only got the Core 5 in it. 330. Alright, let's get back into killing some monsters here. What's this thing? Give me your yellow badge. Yeah. That's what I wanted. What am I doing? Who am I killing? What am I doing? Who is coming at me? Where am I supposed to be going? This way? This way. They say I'm going this way. Access granted. Of course, because I'm special. What's he got? Oh, what's that? New gun? We got a new gun. Heavy assault rifle. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there, boys. Had the shotgun, we got the pistol, and now we have the heavy assault rifle. And why is it still doing that? Alright, how about that? Now we got the assault rifle, and we have the shotgun, and we have the pistol. And we have a little bit of everything else. Access denied. Airlock shield. Down here we open her up. What do we gotta go kill? Now let's go kill something. Well, that wasn't no fun. What do we gotta do? We gotta find a way to turn these things off or what? What are we doing?
Welcome to the UBC's Mars installation, located in the vast impact basin. This high-tech mining and research facility.
I do all that just to get my assault rifle, and that was it.
Your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UAC. It's a commitment to
Okay, I don't like doing all that just for that. Now where do we gotta go? Now what do I gotta do? What's this? An elevator? That might be an elevator. Wasn't I just in this thing? Didn't I just come this way? There wasn't nothing else for me to do over here. I dropped down in there. What am I supposed to be doing?
Access granted.
Access granted. Good. Let me in. Because I need it in here for something, apparently. Maybe I don't need it in here for nothing. What's going on? Pretty bad whenever you get lost in doom. But then again, I ain't paying attention to what I'm doing either. What's this? What's this? Hey, open up. Hey, open up. I need answers. Don't pretend like you're sleeping on me. Uh-huh. Yeah, open up. Not yet. Okay, I am completely lost and I have no idea what I'm doing. Accept the HHD. Got 128 gigabyte SATA SSD in mine. That's actually a pretty small SSD by today's standards. But then you're looking at that mini computer, so yeah, that's probably about the most they had in it back in them days. What we got? Where we going? What am I supposed to be doing? Anybody know what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I'll be damned if I know what I'm doing in this game. Let's see, how do I get to my objectives? Objectives, storage energy slots. I ain't worried about storage energy slots. Ain't nothing I can unlock for one. I need missions. Where's my missions? Who cares about all that? I need missions. I need map. It ain't map on here. But for office, it was fine. Yeah, for office, that's 128 gigs is fine for an office because they keep everything on the servers. Yeah, because most office PCs, you don't need a whole lot of memory or a whole lot of storage on an office PC. Office PCs is, you know, everything's shipped on a server somewhere. You don't need a whole lot of memory on them. You got a whole lot of storage on them. Actually, a lot of companies don't want a lot of storage on them because they don't want people to think they're a PC. They're a computer, but they ain't a PC. And what do I mean by that? They ain't a personal computer. They don't belong to them. They should not have a bunch of other information on them. You know, pretty much as long as it's enough space to hold the OS, that's about it. Everything else should be kept on the server someplace. Apparently I did something wrong when last time I was up here. Still have 60 gigabyte SSD I use with the adapter as I would a USB stick. Oh yeah, I got a lot of the old SSDs and stuff I got laying around. I use them for storage. You know, I plug them into USB 3 and put stuff on them and use them. They still hold up fine. They still do what I need them to do. What do I want? Missile or tactical? Yeah, let's go with the scope. I like scopes. I like scopes. I like scopes. Oh yeah, I like scopes. Access denied. Access always denied. I can find someone to try my assault rifle on. I haven't been able to kill nobody since I got my assault rifle. Eh, shut up.
All UAC employees are subject to conventions to ensure their production capabilities are not upgrade.
Yeah, who cares? Shut up. Get out of here. What am I supposed to be doing? I have no idea. Put MedCat on it to help diagnose, backup, and repair and test PCs. There you go. Yeah, 60 gigs is plenty for that kind of stuff. Hey, that hurt me. Ow! Woohoo! Hey, there's my head. Yeah, it is. Nice USB boot to have in your pocket, yeah. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Access granted.
Access granted.
Welcome to the UEC's Mars installation, located in the vast Mars planet database. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination.
Yeah, I guess, why does that thing continue to do that?
Oh, your loyalty is more than just a commitment to the UEC.
Plenty of tools in it. Hey, depending on what kind of tools you want to put in it, yeah, you can hold quite a few tools in it.
All UEC employees are subject to
What did I do? Forget something up the top last time? Ow! What was that? What got me that time? It didn't even blow me up. They always blow you up when you die. Uh-huh. I teach you.
Access granted.
You better open up.
Welcome to the UEC's Mars installation, located in the vast Arizona impact basin. This high-tech mining and research facility is pushing the boundaries of the imagination. As a valiant employee
Oh.
to the UEC, it's a commitment to the future of mankind.
Alright guys, I've been gone for quite a while. I got quite a bit of stuff to do around the house here. I think I'm gonna call it for today. I think it's gonna be the end of the live stream. I want to thank you guys that came out and hung out with me today. Appreciate it, Chris. You kind of kept me going today. And who was the other one? Somebody else asked a few questions here today. Appreciate you coming out and hanging out with me. Genesis, I guess the way you pronounce that. Glad you decided to come out and hang out. If you've been around the channel, I've talked about it quite a bit. You know, we got it's actually next week. Getting my left hip replacement done. I'm gonna be off work for a while. I got a lot of work to do around the house. I need to get my weed eating caught up. I took this morning and went and got trash hauled in. I got I got quite a bit of stuff to do around the house before my operation. 20.06 is good if you want to look it up. Maybe I will look at it up here when I have time, bud. But I do have a lot of work I need to get done around the house before before I get in for my operations, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. I have quite a bit, got quite a bit to get done. I need to get it done. So yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for the day. Sorry I couldn't get Borderlands 3 to boot up for some reason. I couldn't play Borderlands 3. But Doom worked alright for some reason. I don't know. I gotta figure out why my encoder ain't working on my NVMe either. For some reason it ain't letting it work on my 2070 Super. I gotta figure that out as well. You know, if it ain't one thing, it does other things with me. I'm gonna call it here for the day, guys. Thank you all for watching the videos and coming out and hanging out with me today. And, I'm gonna try to have that build video up by Wednesday. If not, I will have something come up, but I'm gonna try for that build video. But if you like this kind of content, make sure you go down and give me a like. If not, give me a dislike. There's that comment section below. I go through them every weekend here on my live stream like I did today. Usually around 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. If you really like this kind of content, maybe hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell where you're notified next time I put out a video. I go live here on YouTube. If you're also interested, I'm on Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the description below. I don't carry your inbox, but I do put up photos of stuff that I've got coming in, give you an idea what's coming up on the channel. As well, if there's any information about the live stream, if I got to cancel it or change the date or time of it, that's where you also get that information. With all that being said, you all have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream.